Hey YouTubers, this is Bilal and welcome to my channel. So as you can see here, I have a reef aquarium that I have set up. I've been very excited to share with you guys. I just haven't had a chance to make a video. Um, so before I do get into this, I want to kind of share why I got into reefing. So a while back, about 9 years ago, I did create a saltwater aquarium for myself. I did set up a saltwater aquarium. That didn't go well. I ended up getting ick in there because I didn't quarantine my fishes. A lot of people on YouTube say you don't have to, but from my experience, I should have created a quarantine tank so I could quarantine my fishes, but I never did. So I introduced some fishes into my tank. It did very well in the first month or so, but then I decided to introduce blue tang, or aka dory, and the next day most of my fishes had ick. So that was just devastating. I mean seriously, like at the time I was studying for my finals for undergrad, and it just was so stressful because I had a tank that was going downhill, and then I had to study for exams. So I just lost a lot of fishes. I ended up just bringing down my tank and selling back my stuff to the local fish store. One thing I learned is when you do go to the local fish store, it is best to do all your research online and not keep asking them questions, because their goal is to try to sell you what they can. And yeah, I learned that the hard way. So I kind of gave up and got out of the hobby. But now here I am 9 years later, and you could say I have the ability to, maintain and afford a more stable reef aquarium with better equipment. So I decided to get back into it, mostly because I've been watching a lot of YouTube with the reefing, and just it's so mesmerizing. People have such beautiful reef aquariums, and I know that you don't build one overnight, but I really want to get back into it and really want to get to that time in life where your reef aquarium looks as beautiful as it does for some on YouTube and online. So that's my goal, is to get to build a beautiful tank, and plus because I like looking at them. I think it's just very soothing to sit down and look at reef aquariums. You get to see the life in there, the different fishes, and their personalities, the corals. I don't know, it's just amazing. So yeah, that's what got me back into this. And let me go ahead and introduce you to my tank. So I bought a 10-gallon tank from Petco. I first was thinking I might go for 120 gallon. I want to go big and more stability, because stuff doesn't go bad that quick, but that's just too expensive. So I just decided, and I wasn't even sure if I was gonna, really succeed in this hobby again. So I wanted to make sure I do it where it's still affordable, or I don't regret getting into this hobby again. At least this one is gonna be affordable setup. So that I got it for $1 per gallon sale from Petco for $10. And then I got Aqua Clear 70-gallon filter, and that one actually had on a 65-gallon tank in the past, and that one works very well. I did think about turning into a refugium, so I still haven't quite done that yet, but if you look back here, if I did, it would be on this side. I'll probably just have to somehow split that in half, or cover the side up where I have my heater and filter floss. So that, just the actual filter, it was $40, and it came with biomedia and carbon, so that was a good deal. And then in my tank I have dry rock, which is called Stacks from Two Little Fishes. Got 10 pounds for $60. It's a very nice rock. At this time, my tank doesn't look that nice because of all the algae that's growing here because of my lights. I didn't run my lights, so I have this running about a month now. for a month now, and I didn't have lights on when I didn't have corals, and yeah, I had like no algae. But like since I've been running my lights, algae's been growing in here, and that's probably because of all the phosphate. So I did order Chemi Pure Blue to get rid of the phosphate. So that will probably be Friday, and so I'll update you guys on that if my algae goes away. So I have about 15 pounds of Krebs Agronite Select sand in here. It's a very nice sand. Not at this moment, but in general, yes, it is very nice. I put too much in here, so I ended up removing about 5 pounds, but it's still about 2 inches. I was trying to aim for about 1.5 inches, no more than 2, but there's some spots where it's more than 2, so oh well, kind of got lazy, so I didn't end up removing that. Let's see. And then the light that I have on here is Hipagero Aquanite A029 model. And this model actually got a lot of praise on YouTube and on Amazon. It's a very nice light. You know, get into why it is. I definitely do see the results. And this was about $60. So that actually is very affordable for if you compare them to a lot of other ones like Radions and a lot of the more popular ones that you see online. And then the stand that I'm using for this is actually, you can't really see, I think it's kind of dark. Actually turn my lights on. Nope, oh, you can still see a little bit. So this is my nightstand for my room. Didn't really want to spend more money on an actual aquarium stand, so I just used my nightstand. It's nice, it makes it look good, and this is in my game room, so it all blends in, it looks nice. So that, I mean, obviously that has no price. I didn't buy that, my parents bought that, so that doesn't count. And let's see, then for my heater, let's see. For the heater that I have in here, it's a Freesea FS28. This is about $27 on Amazon. It works very well. You could definitely set up the amount of the temperature you want. So I have it at 78. So it fluctuates 77 to 78, sometimes 79. So usually if you're within about a degree fluctuation, you should be fine. Well, my corals are doing good, so that's a good sign. To cycle my tank, I use Instant Ocean Biospira. Now, I gotta tell you, this stuff is good. My tank got cycled in about 3 to 4 days. And yes, this is Instant Ocean Biospira. This is rated up to 30 gallons, and I poured a whole thing in my 10 gallon. And yeah, my tank cycled in just 4 days. I did not put anything in my tank yet, but just letting you know, yeah. I think I added stuff, so I haven't added anything to my tank for at least 3 weeks, but that's because I was indecisive and didn't really know what I want to put in my tank, so it took me time, and plus realized shipping online is very expensive, so I just waited until there were some good deals before I bought anything. And then for a testing kit for my water parameters, I have API Marine Saltwater Master Test Kit. Now this one, so far I've been testing my water, and with the results I get and with what I have in my tank, everything's doing fine, so the results are, I would say, are good. For a reef tank, especially when you have a small tank, and as long as you do your weekly water changes, you should be good. But my ammonia and my nitrite are 0, or well, you gotta this is color coded, so it should be close to 0. Then my nitrates are kind of high. I can't test my phosphate because this does not test phosphates, but I might have to eventually. And then let's see what else. So I am using filter water. I am using RODI water. Now the system that I use to make my RODI is Aquatic Life, RO Buddy plus DI. So this is a 4-stage RODI system. My tank looks good. The water's good. Everything's doing well. So yeah, it does. I would say this is very good, and that's only $60. Very affordable. I think some places online are like $300-400 for RODI system, and that's like just as much as my tank costs. So yeah, I was trying to find something that could give me that pristine water that I'm looking for, yet affordable. So I think that's a good deal. By the way, I'm not sponsored by nobody. I'm just showing you guys what I'm using on my tank. And then let's see what else. I am using this filter floss or filter media by Aquatic Experts. I actually just added this yesterday because I've been giving brine shrimp to my shrimp and my corals, and sometimes it floats around and I don't have something to actually catch it in my 70-gallon aquaquarium. So I added that to help remove that from my tank. And then let's see what else do I have running on here. And then, so let's go over this real quick. Fritz Zyme 9. So I use this on my quarantine tank to cycle it. This, I don't know. It says online to use it before the expiration date. It doesn't expire till the next year, September. This did not cycle my tank at all. My quarantine did not get cycled. I actually had to seed the water from my display tank and to cycle my quarantine tank. I added this stuff, like it didn't do nothing. Like I checked my parameters and like nothing was going up or coming down. So I don't know. I really don't know what the problem with this was, but it didn't work for me. I still have it. I still added to my tank to get rid of it and use it because I paid for it, but I don't know. Maybe it's a different type, but I did look online and they said that you should use turbo start before you use that one. I don't know. I'm out of this the Instant Ocean Biospira, which is this one bottle and you just put that into your tank and it cycles everything. So I think that's a better. I think I will recommend this over Fritz. I will recommend this. This stuff works good. Look at the small little bottle. It's $15. That one works like a charm. So yeah, my quarantine took about more than a week, or about almost 2 weeks to cycle because of that. Actually, yeah, 2 to 3 weeks to cycle. So that I was not satisfied with that. Now, like I told you that I am going to create a refugium in here in this section. I'll remove that stuff, put it to the side, and make a barrier for the refugium. Now, the hardest thing, refugium, they say to buy a good light. This is what I did my research. I've been looking around a lot on Amazon, trying to see which one would be a good light. This is Amson's light, is a grow light for plants. It does give you blue and red spectrum. So I did see online 1 or 2 people use this and they were growing, or is it Cato or Chato? So if they could grow it, then I would try to see if this works. So I'll update you guys on this once I do get my Chato. I am thinking of getting the starter pack from Algae Barn, which comes with Chato and copepods and phytoplankton. So there'll be a review on that once I get that. So yeah, I'll update you on that. And then let's see what else. For my corals, I just got this in the mail the other day, 2 days ago, and I gave this to my corals. I don't know if they really like it or not. When I mixed it in water, and I try to feed them, they got this sticky stuff that was floating on them, like these little strands of like it look kind of looked like algae, but it was this. So I don't know if they really liked it. My zoas didn't really didn't close themselves up to filter this in. So I don't know. They look happy. My corals are happy, but they're actually happy before I put this in there too. Before I fed this to them too. So I will let you guys know over time. Unless you guys have any comments or any advice on how to use this in a better way, then let me know. And then let me go ahead and before this video is getting too long, but let me. Oh yeah. This is the refractometer that I use. I have an Instant Ocean, I don't know what is it called, not a refractometer, but the cheaper ones, the one you put water in and the little pointy thing either floats up or down. So this is what I got. This is from Agricultural Solutions refractometer. It works very well. Its readings are good. My tanks run about the salinity are about 1026, 1025, so they do fluctuate a little bit. But my corals don't mind. So this is about 1025, between 1025 and 1026. So that's that. And then this I bought recently, Marineland Aquarium Sealant. I'm gonna use this to make to set up a barrier for my Chaeto or Kato, what is it called? And then this is gonna be to remove my corals and put them onto my rocks, glue it onto my rocks. So I'll let you guys know how this is for like $8. This is for $8 as well too, I think so. So my algae scrubber, I got this from Conv aluminum and magnesium alloy algae scrubber. So far it does a good job on my glass. I actually had like this algae slime. It was cloudy. They're very cloudy, so I just scraped them yesterday, and yeah, it removed a lot of stuff. So yeah, let me let you see my livestock. So right now I have a cleaner shrimp. He's doing very well. He feeds on the brine shrimp that throw in here, so he's doing good. He's always finding new spots to stare at me from. And then here are my corals. I have two zoas. I think that's a G.I. Joe zoa, and then I forgot what is that called. This is a brain coral. And those two, let me see what they're called. This is from Worldwide Coral. So I think the pink one is Bob Marrier zoa, and then I believe actually that is the G.I. Joe, or this one is G.I. Joe Fabio. The one in the back corner is I believe Peppermint Nastria, and then the Vayum Zoya, I think is probably the pink one. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what they are. They're very healthy. If you look at them, they're nice and plump, so they're doing fine. That one actually takes in I feed a brine shrimp and this engulfs it. It's so cool to see him eat. That only has 2 heads. I don't know if I think it just came like that, or the other 2 were dead. So, and the one in the back is very healthy too. But they're doing fine, and they love the light that I have on right now. My tank needs a cleaning. I'll probably do that this Friday when I get my Chemi Pure Blue to get rid of the phosphates, and then I'll probably do a 30% water change and then get rid of the algae that's in my tank. And before I end this video, let me show you my quarantine tank and my other livestock. So in my room, I have my quarantine tank. I have a black Ocellaris clownfish, and then I have, I think that is red orange Ocellaris clownfish. I think that's something like that. I think that's what it's called. So this I got on Black Friday, 50% off for $40. So comes with a filter, comes with a light. I mean everything. That is from my AquaClear 70, the biomedia. Excuse me, biomedia and sponge, and that helped seed my tank. Got PVC pipes in here for them to hide in. So just a typical quarantine tank. It's a little bit of dirty, but my parameters are good on here. So this runs about 1025 or 1026. So they're very healthy. So I don't know if you guys can answer this question, but that red orange one clownfish has a little white spot on top of his head. Not the actual markings, natural markings, but like a little spot. I don't know if it's ick or what it is, but just one. But he's very healthy, so I don't know. If you guys know the answer to that, let me know. Okay, so that is my quarantine tank, and then I do have a salt mix that I bought. I use instant ocean salt, not the reef crystal, but just a regular one. So far it's doing very well. I have a 20-gallon trash can that I use. It is food safe, so you could use that. Also got another 10-gallon trash can that I bought from Amazon with a lid and everything. That one works very well too. And then I also have, a circulation pump for my mixed salt water to help mix it. So that's what I have so far for my setup. And just to let you know, the total that I spent so far on my two tanks and everything included is about $600. Now you look at online RDI system, some of them cost $300-400. So basically you're replacing one. You could buy a cheap RDI system like I bought for $60, and then you could build a tank for less than, I would say, about $500 if you don't buy excess stuff like I did. And like I said, I was gonna buy a starter pack. They come with the macro algae and everything, so that's me another $80 because they have it on sale right now. So yeah, I'm about $650 right now into the system. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any advice on my tanks or in the algae and how to get rid of the algae, please leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and like this video. Peace.